I love great conversations. Hi, my name is Angel Jones. Thank you for joining me on 12-minute convos where I help you create a brand of your own unique, real self. Listen in as I have conversations with amazing people from all over the world. Good day, Louis Grenier. How are you going on this wonderful, beautiful day?
Pretty good. Thank you. How are you?
I'm excellent. Thanks for connecting. Thanks for taking the time to be here. What part of the world are you in right now?
I am in Dublin, Ireland.
Oh, sweet. What's the weather like there right now?
Guess.
It's raining.
Exactly.
Well, Louis, please do tell me which of your talents is responsible for us meeting.
I would say I help people to sell more stuff without using yucky, aggressive, in-your-face marketing.
So how do you do that then? Isn't yucky, aggressive marketing the only way to sell things?
No, the only way is to treat people the way you'd like to be treated. And things work out pretty well.
I love that. Definitely, I love that. So who did you learn this skill from?
Well, the first thing is I've been a contrarian for most of my life, so I like to contradict the status quo. So I learned that from myself and from my mom quite a lot as well. And the other person will be maybe Seth Godin, who's probably one of the best marketers' mind out there. David Darmanin, who's the CEO of Hotjar, and my mom as well, as I said. So those three people are pretty much my influence in terms of marketing.
It's fascinating. Well, tell us about the podcast Everyone Hates Marketers, please.
Yeah, it's a podcast for marketers or people who want to learn more about marketing. And they want to do marketing without doing this aggressive, yucky marketing. They want to learn how to do marketing and sell more stuff by doing good marketing. So I interview marketers every week.
Well, that's fun. It's fun, isn't it?
Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it.
You could hear it in your voice. You could hear it. Why will you continue to repeat this skill? I mean, mainstream media is promoting a type of selling that's really yucky. Like you described it to me the best. Even with things like Facebook ads and these things that are just in your face, right? Why will you continue to repeat the skill that you are applying to marketing, even in the midst of this?
Because it's fun to go against the grain, right? But the longer answer is because that's what people like. You know, when you ask anybody, when was the last time you bought from a bad Facebook ad? Or when was the last time you bought from somebody sending you a spammy email? The answer is never. So nobody buys from those using those yucky tactics. Companies doing it will go out of business pretty fast if they keep doing it.
Yeah. What do you think about, and I'm intrigued by this, the combination, let's say in an 80-20 model where you're building the relationship and then you apply things like Facebook ads, for example, to that said community or that those relationships.
So let's make that clear. I mean, Facebook ads on their own are not bad or good. You know, it depends what you make of it. It's a tool like any other. If you use it badly, it can really backfire. So it's really about focusing on the people behind your screen. You know, as a digital marketer, you tend to forget that people are people, and you tend to see them as numbers. So it's about, if you do build an audience, if you do build trust and give value for free and really focus on helping them out, you will never have to use yucky marketing. You know, if you have a good product that really helps people, they will talk to their friends about it. So you don't have to use yucky marketing ever.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, yucky marketing definitely for me. I think it puts a bad taste in the pot, right? It's like you're doing all these great things and then you apply this method and it creates a bad element, doesn't it?
Yeah, it kills the pleasure of buying. It kills the mood and as you said, I think it kills the trust that you had in this business.
Yes.
It just only takes one bad thing to happen for you to really hate a brand or a company.
Love that. Well, Louis, tell me one other thing that you've done consistently over the last 3 years.
Waking up at 7 a.m., going to work at 8.
Wow. How does that make you feel?
In control, you feel like you're the first person in the office every day and you feel like you are gaining an edge against everybody else. You feel like you're already in control while people arrive in the office. So I'm definitely gonna keep doing that for the rest of my life.
Suggest to someone listening why they should apply the type of discipline that you apply to your skill.
I might be very contradictory or controversial when I said that, but I don't believe that some people are night owls while others are like good at waking up in the morning. Biologically speaking, your brain is fresher in the morning. Your brain had time to recuperate in the night. So if you sleep well, 8 hours, it means that if you wake up early, work hard in the morning, you should have done 90% of what you're supposed to do during the day, and then you can spend the afternoon doing other things that don't require that much brain power. So I would definitely argue, if you think you're a night owl, I would say just try to sleep better and you'll turn into a good morning person.
Yeah. I agree with that. As bitter as it sounds in my mouth, I agree. So I'm definitely that night owl, right? But my wife is the morning person, and while seasonally I do the night owl thing still, I can definitely say that going to sleep earlier and getting up earlier, I've been more productive, most definitely, and I feel better. And I'm not grudgy, I agree. Louis, you're on point. Amazing audience. We are live here with the right guy, Louis Grenier, right? Grenier, right? My pronunciation. He is the podcast host of Everyone Hates Marketers. Do check him out. Louis, let's switch gears for a moment and let me now invite you into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm, blue Caribbean water. What is your earliest childhood memory?
I'd say playing Super Mario on my Super Nintendo. I remember that vividly. I loved it.
How old do you think you were?
I think I was 5 or 6. I'm not a very good memory person. I don't remember what I ate for lunch, so I really had to work hard to find this one. But I actually bought, I don't know if you came across this, but Nintendo released this Super Nintendo Classic recently with games, so I bought it straight away, and boy, it was just an amazing experience to replay those games again.
Wow. I was listening to my friend, that's Tom Tate, right? Tom Tate has a podcast called something, and he's covering the Nintendo itself, right? But yeah. So are you talking about Super Nintendo, or are you talking about Nintendo? Like the power?
It was the Super Nintendo I got.
Yeah. I'm going to get one of those, Louis. I think it's a really, I have 2 sons, and I think it's a great entryway to gaming, as opposed to what they would have to go through with the newer game formats. So, love that. Why do you think this memory is so clear, though?
Because I played it for so long that my retina got printed with the game, especially Super Mario.
Yeah. Well, can I offer an interpretation to the thought picture you created in my mind?
Tell me.
I love the idea of the truth that exists in what you do, and that looks like the thing that you bought into. As much as it wasn't promoted by the biggest ad, it was, I think, when the Nintendo was selling, it was word of mouth, right? Like your cousin had it, or someone had it. But to see that the value that comes from that in that communication, and to see the value, even though the graphics isn't the best, even though it's not the newest thing, but to know that what you connect to is the thing that brings that value, and now you are ensuring that others understand that as well by helping them sell that way. It's fascinating.
Yeah, thanks, man. It's all about emotions, rather than rational thinking at the end of the day. We are really emotional creatures. We're not rational at all. We take decisions that are completely, you can't explain yourself. So marketing is about this, understanding people very well, being able to serve their needs very well.
Yeah.
And then you don't have to sell anything, to just buy what they need if you explain it well.
Well, Louis, we have, in fact, wait. If we fast forward to when you were 12, what was your favorite song?
It was La Bomba by King Africa. I don't know if you came across it. I'm not gonna sing it because it's
you could sing it. You could go ahead and sing
it. It's like Bomba, and then it starts, and I don't know the language of it, but I used to dance at parties on it all the time with my best friend. So that's it.
Love it. Well, Louis, we have arrived at our destination. But before we get off of this time machine, there's a small declaration form. So it's yes or no, possibly a bit more. Louis, we're going to go quickly here. Have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
Yeah, the people listening to my podcast.
Are you married?
Yes.
Do you have children?
No.
Do you believe in God?
No.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
Yeah, in France mostly.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
No, 2 hours.
All right. What about screen time, the phone and the computer? Is it more than 8 or less than 8 hours a day?
It's way too much.
After 1,001 conversations in 2016, in 3 months, Louis, I came up with a workbook, and the name of it is yours. It stands for your own unique real self. And connected to that is a number of things, right? But we'll focus on your own unique real statements. If you had to share with us your own unique real statement, your mission, if you would, what would that be?
Treat people the way you'd like to be treated.
Love it. Louis Grenier, this was a great pleasure again. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
Yeah, I'd really like to thank you for the time you're taking to do all of this, to interview all of those people. So, on behalf of all the people listening, really thank you for your time, for what you're doing for the world, really, and keep doing it.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Louis, say your last name so they hear it correctly.
It's Louis Grenier.
There we go. Grenier. He did it correct, folks. Hey, thank you for being on 12-Minute Convos, or what is inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones. Thank you for being on 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones. Stay tuned for more from our advertisers.
Diabetes is a mountain pandemic. It's a disease that's not acute but chronic. Similar to this rhyming method, I have simplified the definition, the signs and symptoms, and the complications of diabetes for both adults and children in my books, Poems for Patients, A Focus on Diabetes, and The ABCs of Diabetes for Children. These books are available on Amazon.com, and for more information, you can visit my website, poemsbyaj.com. That's poemsbyaj.com.